Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Mass Effect. In the last episode, we finished up our mission on Eden Prime. We fought our way to the beacon, disabled the Geth demolition charges that were going to destroy the colony, and reached the beacon. However, it looks like that Saren was able to use it first before we arrived and had activated it. And then, I think it was Ashley who started to interact with the beacon. Well, it was starting to interact with her, more accurately. And Shepard jumped in and received a vision from the beacon instead. And then it exploded. So after that, we're back on the Normandy. And kind of going over what is going on. Captain Anderson seems to be convinced that Saren is racist against humans and wants to destroy humanity. We'll see if that is the case here. But it's obvious that he's gone rogue as a Spectre. And so we need to expose him to the Council. So we are on our way to the Citadel. So we need to go talk to Joker and tell him to bring us into dock at the Citadel. But we're talking to the crew on the way there. So I guess we'll talk to Presley and see if he has anything to say.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Nah, just a quick thing there. Alright, so let's go head up to the helm and tell Joker to bring us in.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony!
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Well, it's the truth.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. If they don't stop him, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Alright, so now we have the run of the place. Alright, well, we'll be exploring the Citadel for quite a while. But I think the first thing we're actually going to do is probably head on over to the Citadel Tower, because we will need to get the next stage of things started before I spend too much time. Because there really isn't too much of a point to exploring the area until we actually have reason to do so. But we're just going to go ahead and, randomly decrypt this computer over here. Because why not? Alright, Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Row Cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Okay, so that's probably something we want to check out once we're out in the galaxy. But we are going to go ahead and kind of explore around the embassies at least.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
Alright, well, let's talk to people over here.
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Let's see. Guess we'll ask about the Elcor.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Alright, let's ask about their history then.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
And then we'll ask about their culture.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Alright. And I guess we'll ask what they do here.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Alright, and I guess we'll ask about their speech.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Alright, I think we're done
Goodbye,
talking to him.
Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human.
And I guess
enjoy your time on the Citadel.
we'll then have a chat with Din Korlak, the cranky Volus.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus Ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
Why so cranky?
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Alright, well I guess we'll ask about the Volus.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
I guess we'll ask about their history and culture.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Salarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
That seems to be the sticking point. Alright, let's talk about the culture.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Alright, and I guess we'll ask about his ambassadorial duties.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the EarthClans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Well, I guess I'll just go then.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, EarthClan.
So that actually does get you EXP by expanding your codex. Alright, I guess we'll talk to Zeltan here, who's complaining about the consort.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
Alright, what's wrong?
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Who?
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort. I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where is she?
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Alright then. Well, that's the Volus in the L-Core. Oh yeah, I don't want to be whipping out my weapons here.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
I guess we'll talk to the receptionist.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
We met.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
I guess we'll ask about this area.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Savina.
Alright, I think it's probably good there.
Now.
Have a pleasant day.
And we'll head on over here. Because we can get some information from some of these consoles, get a little bit more EXP. Oh.
This place is a little too perfect. Like they're hiding something.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Alright, nothing else really there to do. Executor Palin. Hello.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
No.
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind, forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Let's see. I guess we'll ask about CSEC.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
I guess we'll get his opinion of the Spectres.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
You don't like them?
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
That's a bit naive, I guess.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
I said bend, not break.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres, they'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
I'm not going to push the issue too much there. What about the investigation?
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Fair enough. And his attitude towards humans?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
Alright.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
And then over here we have the lounge, I think.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she wouldn't. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Alright.
Shut up, Fredericks.
Let's talk to
What do you
Fredericks.
want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
You're talking about the consort?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
That's fine, Private. Just tell me where to find her.
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Well, I don't think there's really much else to do over here just yet. Just yet. There are some things that show up here later. Alright, well, I don't think there really is much else. I mean, we could talk to Avina. I guess we could.
To the Presidium. Allow me to... Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
Virtual guide?
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Okay.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Is there anything else that I want to ask about here? Not really.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Now, do I have anything in the rapid transit yet? I can go to the tower. But I think we're gonna pass. We'll just run into, if there's anything interesting on the way toward the Citadel Tower, then we'll go ahead and interact. But for now, we'll just kind of walk on over. Now, we already have access to the Citadel Tower, so I don't need... Actually, there is one thing I want to do before we head into the tower. And I want to talk to Avina over here next to the Keeper.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the Keeper. Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Alright, well, we'll ask about the Keepers first.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Why here specifically?
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the Council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Okay. And we'll ask about the Relay Monument.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Alright, that's probably enough for
That's
that.
all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Yes, and one of the, Let's see, can I head this direction? Alright, that's the Citadel Tower, right? What's... Is that Ward's access? I can't remember. Yeah, that's Ward's access. So actually I want to talk to that rapid transit. And just exit. You want to just interact with as many of the rapid transit terminals as possible, just to unlock them, so that you can fast travel to them again later. Yeah, one thing you kind of note here is how much of the station nobody really understands how it works. And yet they're using it heavily as the center of galactic society. Ah, yes, the infamous elevator rides.
Questions are they? I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
And these functioned as basically disguised loading screens. Alright, here we are. Citadel Tower. Council chambers. Ah, there's Executor Palin.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
What'd you find?
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
We'll see. Alright, well, there's another one of those keepers. Alright, well, there's Anderson.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson.
You always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
How did you get involved?
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Insults? Typical.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
I'll find proof.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
Not really. Nope.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Well, that didn't go well.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
How do you know Saren?
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
Alright, now what?
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
We could talk to him.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Alright, I'm on it.
I'll take care of it.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Any other leads?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Alright, I guess we can get some more details on everything. Let's ask about this history between Anderson and Saren.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Well, I mean, if you perform the calculation. Depends on how serious the war is. Let's see. Let's ask about the Shadow Broker.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game, and the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Alright, and I guess we'll ask about Barlavon.
Tell me about Barlavon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Yeah, we'll have a chat. We'll ask about Harkin.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
Why would they protect him?
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
Alright then, and I think that's probably enough that we need to know for now.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Alright, but I think that that is where we're going to go ahead and stop for the moment. Oh, actually, there is one thing we need to do before we leave. We need to talk to Chorbin here.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
What were you doing to the Keeper?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the keep...
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Why not?
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why lie about it?
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I can help.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm with the Alliance. Commander Shepard.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
Credits. Sounds good.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Alright, so yeah, gets us a little bit of EXP and credits for each Keeper we scan, so we'll want to be tracking them down and scanning as many as possible. Alright, so... Ward's locations. Cora's Den. Okay, so I already have the Cora's Den. No, we're not going to go directly there. I'm actually going to go ahead and head back to the embassies. Because we have some things to do on the Presidium. But we will get to work on that for next episode. We need to visit the consort. We need to head to CSEC. stuff like that. Well, I'll probably go ahead and just, oh, no, I don't want to be doing that. So, yeah. I remember seeing some keepers around here, so I'll go ahead and get them scanned, and then we'll continue our exploration of the Citadel and the Presidium when we come back for next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.